What's up, people? It's your boy, Mr. P. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna cook some brown stew chicken. Brown stew chicken. So this is my version of brown stew chicken. So first thing you need is your chicken. You can use any type of chicken parts, thighs, legs, wings, whatever you want to use, but we're gonna use chicken thighs. With the chicken thighs, you wanna make sure you clean your chicken thoroughly. Clean your chicken with vinegar, lime juice. Clean that before you even start. But anyway, we did all that, cut time, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So the first thing is you got your chicken in your pot. You add your chicken in here, got your chicken. Then you wanna add in your spices. So we got about a tablespoon of garlic, throw that in there. We got some onion powder, throw that up in there. We got some fresh garlic, I'm gonna throw some of that up in there. You can use about a tablespoon of that. We got some pimento seed, which is also known as allspice, but we're gonna throw that up in there too. So you can throw about a teaspoon of that up in there. This right here is paprika. You wanna throw some of that up in there. About a tablespoon is paprika. Throw that up in there. Pepper, same thing with this. Tablespoon of pepper, throw that up in there. This is one of my favorite herbs and spices here. Well, herb, whatever you want to call it. But this is some ginger, throw that up in there. A little bit of ginger. We're gonna throw our little vegetables up in here. So we got some red pepper. Throw a little bit of red pepper up in there. Maybe like a cup of red peppers up in there. Same thing with the onion. We got onion, you throw that up in there. About a cup of onions up in there. We got scallions, same thing with this, about a half a cup of scallions, throw that up in there too. And also, we're gonna use some apple cider vinegar. Doesn't matter, if you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use regular vinegar. So we're gonna throw just a teaspoon of vinegar up in there, apple cider vinegar.
You gonna throw it?
Yeah, throw that up in there. Salt, don't really need that much salt. Same thing with that, about a teaspoon of salt. If you always need more salt, you can add that later on. So then, I'm gonna throw my chicken herb spice up in there. Throw a little bit of that up in there.
What's in that?
It's a little bit of everything. Paprika, oregano, chicken seasoning, garlic, onion powder, paprika. Did I say paprika? And thyme, I believe, is up in there as well. We're gonna also throw some fresh thyme up in there as well. Throw a little bit of that. And also, we're gonna use some brownie sauce. The brownie sauce makes the chicken, which we call brown stew chicken, it makes it brown. So you wanna use this. So we're gonna put right now, just a little smidgen up in there, a little smidgen. And then we'll look at it once we mix it all together, and we'll look at the color and determine if that's dark enough. But right now, this is what we're gonna do. So once you do all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. You can mix this up with your hands, get your hands up and get this. Now, as you see, for me, this is not dark enough. So I already can see that I'm gonna add some more brownie sauce up there. But you wanna go ahead, just add all this stuff. This is nowhere near dark enough for me. So I'm gonna add some more brownie sauce. So add some more brownie sauce. So I like it a little darker than that, so let me see. Like I said, this is all to your preference, how dark you may like it, but I like it a little darker, so. What they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
You like dark meat?
Yeah, I like dark meat, if you must know. The woman behind the camera, yeah, I like dark meat. But anyway. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a little bit darker. And I'm gonna put some more in there because it's not dark enough for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some more. It's not dark enough. Damn! What you laughing at?
Put a little bit more.
We're running out of that stuff, but that's all. And then we're gonna get our pan prepared to throw in our chicken and our other ingredients that we have to throw in once we get this chicken in the pan. So be right back with that. All right, so yeah, so I also forgot to mention green peppers. Throw some green peppers up in there, about a cup of that. Mix that up. And then we're gonna go ahead and add these chicken thighs to the pan. So we got our pan over here ready to go. So what you wanna do is put a little oil in here. I'm gonna use some grapeseed oil. You can use whatever oil you like. I like grapeseed oil. It's a little thinner than canola oil. And, I like the way it burns. So that's what I'm gonna use. So put that in there. Turn my fire down. You don't need your fire up because you're gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes once you put the chicken in your pan. So you wanna go ahead and put all this in the pan. And once you add it to the pan, you're gonna go ahead and once you add it to the pan, you want to go ahead and move it around a little bit. Let the chicken rest up in the pan. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of water to this. Just a little bit. Let me get my water. So we're going to add just about a cup of water to that. We're going to let this simmer on a low heat for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Then we're going to come back and then we're going to add in our cornstarch and we're going to add in our brown sugar. And the cornstarch is going to thicken this up a little bit, but we'll be back in about 20 minutes. All right, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. P. We back with the brown stew chicken. So right now, this is about where we at with the brown stew chicken. So after you cook it about 20-25 minutes, this is the consistency of the gravy in the brown stew chicken. So that's why we're going to add in the cornstarch, and we're going to thicken this up, and we're going to add in some brown sugar and ketchup. Those are the last three ingredients that go in the brown stew chicken. So however you want to order, it's no particular order. So we'll go ahead and add in about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar.
Because you left-handed, I can't.
Oh. All right, so you add in your brown sugar, which is in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add in.
And I come over here and you start using the other hand.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, camera girl. So you wanna go ahead and add in about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And you can see the difference if you use flour or cornstarch. Flour, it'll tend to be a little bit lighter in color. It'll lighten up the color of your brown stew chicken. Cornstarch doesn't do that. So, but I use cornstarch. That's what I like. So go ahead and put that in there. Stir it up a little bit. And once this cooks for another 20-25 minutes, you'll see that this will be a lot thicker than what it is right now. And then the last ingredient is the ketchup. So you want to add in the ketchup. The ketchup's to balance out the sweetness. So you want that little tang in there for the brown stew chicken. So you want to add about a tablespoon of ketchup, making a mess. But that's how much you want to add in there. All right, Mr. P, we're back with Mr. P. And so this is the consistency of the brown stew sauce. So this is the gravy. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. And see how dark it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this plated up and ready to eat. And we'll be right back. All right, so we're back with the finished product of the brown stew chicken. So here's the finished product. You can top this off with some rice or potatoes, whichever you like. So this is the finished product. And if you like the video today, you can like, subscribe, leave your comments below. I'll be sure to make a new video in the near future. Thanks.